Yeah, so that's the one we have to click. Oh, you already clicked. Yeah, we are live. Sheikh Mubin, you are on mute.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We'd like to welcome everybody to our Welcome Ramadan program. As we know, Ramadan is just around the corner, inshallah, starting in the next day or so. And we want to invite everybody to help build a joy, a sense of happiness that comes with the month of Ramadan. This month of Ramadan is a month of blessing, a very special month to Muslims all across the world. And as we are home, we want to make sure that we build that joy of Ramadan, and that's why we have this program where inshallah we'll be coming together, welcoming the month of Ramadan together. Inshallah, we have a short story, a very fun story, and after this, we'll be talking about some of the people that that we have online with us today. We'll go into our arts and crafts, and then we have some decorations. Usually we see as festivals come and holidays come, a lot of people, they decorate their houses, and rightfully so. It brings us a sense of joy. And when we look at the month of Ramadan, we should definitely do something special for the month of Ramadan so that we can have this joy within our house. So inshallah, we have a great program planned for today. Please sit back and enjoy with us.
Elias and Duck stood at the edge of town, patiently watching the setting sun. Then the moon appeared and Elias said with cheer,
"Look, Duck, up there! I see the crescent moon!"
And just like that, the month of Ramadan had begun. The joy of Ramadan spread quickly through town, with festive decorations and lanterns abound. The smell of treats spilled into the streets as the baker prepares suhoor, the last meal before the daytime fast that is so important to eat. Then morning came and the sun was out.
"Duck, wait! The sun is still up. Let's not forget. Don't break your fast, at least not yet."
"When can I eat?"
"When the sun sets."
"Can I have something to drink?"
"Not quite yet."
"No food? No drink? Not even a sip or a crumb? Oh, this is hard. What's the point? Where's the fun?"
Fasting is not meant to be easy. It can leave your belly empty and grumbling inside. But know this feeling is just Allah's way of feeding goodness to your body and mind. Goodness like compassion to care for the less fortunate, empathy to feel the hunger they often do, gratitude to appreciate all the blessings you have, and a reminder of just how fragile you are, and that it's Allah who provides for you. Fasting is a chance to nourish your soul, your relationship with Allah, and your community too. It's a chance to practice self-discipline and restraint, and build confidence in all that you do.
Oh.
And so, the hours in the day slowly ticked away. Ring! Sounded the bells on the alarm clock.
The sun has set. It's time for iftar.
They broke their fast with just a few dates, drank water, prayed, and then they ate. They met friends and family all around town, and all around town not a frown could be found. This is until they reached the other end of town. Because at the other end of town, on top of a hill, lived a man who was rarely ever seen. No one really knew who he was, and no one knew his real name, but they all did know him as Menacing Mr. Mean.
Oh, I'm not found of this month, Ramadan. For 30 days, the kids are so well behaved. For 30 days, all their bad deeds are gone. Everyone is so kind. They give extra charity and stuff. How will I ever stand all this goodness for 30 long days? I know. I will spoil Ramadan. I've had enough. I will cover entire neighborhoods with my menacing spray, so kids may continue to play even when it's time to pray. I will bake mouth-watering cookies and place them all around, so kids are tempted to break their fast even before the sun goes down. I will spread rumors to encourage gossip and hope kids make promises they cannot keep. Yes, this is how I will spoil Ramadan and make it what it's not meant to be.
Oh no, Mr. Mean is up to no good. Follow me, we must save the neighborhood. Stop right there, Mr. Mean. It's Sheriff Elias.
And Deputy Duck, we heard what you're up to. Your time is up.
You will never catch me.
Where can he be?
I think he got away.
He.
Mr. Mean got away, but it's a good thing he's gone because there's no room for meanness, only goodness in Ramadan. And when a good deed is done, the reward for it is multiplied, not just once or twice, not 3 times nor 4, but many, 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 many times more. As the days of Ramadan passed one by one, each day's fast helped to improve everyone. There was increased patience, better health, and improved habits that were quite clear. Indeed, each day was a chance to practice all those things and carry better habits through the rest of the year. So for the remainder of the month in the last 10 days, Elias and Duck looked forward to the rising sun. While they were thankful for the joy from the Ramadan days that passed, they were especially excited for all the blessings to come. Ramadan Mubarak. Have a blessed Ramadan.
Unmute.
So, just as we learned in this beautiful story of Elias and Duck taught us that, inshallah, we will be welcoming the month of Ramadan shortly. And as we welcome the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to learn beautiful lessons that, again, of compassion, lessons of empathy, lessons of gratitude. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, what we will be doing is for 30 long days, we'll be fasting from the beginning of the day, when the sun comes out, and throughout the whole day, not a single bite of food, not a single cookie or chip, not a single drink of water, or sip of water, milk or juice. And we're going to do this just for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until the sun rises once again. So throughout the whole day, inshallah, we'll try to stay hungry, we'll try to stay thirsty, and this will be our commitment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will teach us, once again, to be compassionate. That there are so many people that don't have food, and there are so many people that are hungry. There are so many people that don't have clean water to drink. And inshallah, we'll be able to feel a little bit of what they're going through. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to teach us gratitude, so that once again at night, when we get to eat, that we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We start off by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and saying Alhamdulillah as we take our first bite of a date or our first sip of water. We understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to remember Him, that throughout the day, every time that we get hungry, we are conscious and aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching over me. And these are some of the beautiful lessons that this month of Ramadan will inshallah teach us. Now, as in the story, Mr. Menz tried to tempt people, tried to make it all fun, that kids begin to play when it's time to pray. The hunger kicks in, the thirst kicks in, the smell of food. You're watching TV and the commercial comes on and you see a nice big cake and you say to yourself, I want a bite of that. But once again, we control ourselves in this month of Ramadan. So a beautiful story by Ilyas and Doug, which teaches the meaning of Ramadan, that teaches us to be thankful for whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to us. It teaches us to have sympathy for those that don't have, for those that are going through struggles. And as the days of Ramadan go by, we enjoy the blessings of Ramadan and we look forward to what is yet to come. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a beautiful day of Eid, where we will celebrate this achievement of spending this Ramadan fasting, spending this Ramadan worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where we will connect with the Quran, and inshallah we will multiply our deeds. Sister Humaira?
So we do have a little craft to share with you guys, and we'll go ahead and do that now.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Sarah, and this is my brother Yusuf. And today we're going to be showing you how to do some cool Ramadan crafts. So we have these Ramadan lantern cards, right? And this you could send away to your family members that you can't see right now, or your friends. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to show you how to make these cards, alright? So first of all, you're going to need what you're going to need is paper, construction paper or white paper. Construction paper is preferred though. You're going to want some scissors. You might need a template, or you could freehand it like how I did. You're also going to need some ribbon or some pipe cleaners if you have those, right? And you're also going to just get some other fun things that you could decorate it with, right?
Maybe these extra stars you could put it on, or beads, for example, that we have.
Yeah, exactly. And so what I did is I did a template for one, and so it's much cleaner. And then here I freehanded it, but it has like a better shape, so I could have made it however I wanted it, if that makes sense. So first, you're gonna fold your little thing in half, okay? Your piece of paper in half. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a pencil, and then you're either gonna trace your template or you're gonna freehand it. But something that you need to remember is that on the crease, where it's not open on this part.
Do not cut it.
Yeah, do not cut it. Like make sure that there's at least one part. Like here, it's this part.
Yeah, and right here,
it's that part.
if you
just
cut
make sure
this,
that you
it
don't
won't
cut
be
it.
a card. So basically,
Yeah, it'll just be lantern cutouts. So, yeah, I'm gonna start tracing now. I don't know. It's fine if it's not perfect, like even I mess up. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so now that I'm done cutting it out, I'm gonna get to decorating. See how it's connected? Alright. Now. Right now.
that looks nice actually.
Did you think it wouldn't?
Well, yeah, you're making it.
Oh. So nice. You see, family. Alright. And then here, oops, I'm a bit clumsy. Wow. Alright. Let me see. Alright, I'm gonna use that. But first I'm gonna color them. So
I'm coloring the star.
yes you are. I can see. If you want, something that you could do to make it like more 3D for the stars, you could take cotton balls, like I'm not doing it, and then you could cut it into pieces and then put them around, and then you can have this little mini moon in the middle. That would look pretty. And if you have any decorations, you could draw them on a different piece of paper and cut them out. Alright, see? Alright.
Please raise your hand I know, they're gonna
If that's a pretty star.
Yeah, I'm very good at stars.
Yes, you do make stars. Alright, there's one. And then there's another.
There's this guy.
Do you want to add him?
Yeah, it's a star.
Okay. I call him Frankenstar.
No.
Now for the end, you could either use ribbon like how I did, or with this you could use some pipe cleaner. And so I'm gonna use this one. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
A heart.
Nice heart. Okay. Alright, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna either use some tape or glue, then just do it like so. Think of it. But
Yes, probably.
too late for that now. Or you're gonna have to wait for it to dry, but we don't have that kind of time. So could you move your fingers? And then voila, you're done with your card.
Right, whatever you want in it. So,
Yeah.
for example, she wrote Ramadan Mubarak.
And then you can draw pictures and just have fun and let your imagination fly. Bye.
Jazakallah twins for showing us how to make beautiful cards, lantern cards, Ramadan lantern cards. Hopefully, I'm expecting some cards from everybody's watching, wishing me, and inshallah, I will share the joy and give other people cards as well, sharing the joy of Ramadan. We saw that, mashallah, the house was very beautifully decorated to bring out the joy of Ramadan, and inshallah, that's going to be our next part. We're going to be looking at people. We have some community members that have decorated their houses and sharing a little bit ideas, so that while you're at home, you can maybe do some of these things to bring in that happiness of Ramadan.
So first we have Sister Shazia.
Ifra, come. Okay, come. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is what Ifra did for Ramadan. Come. I am having a little bit of technical issues here, but I think we will work it out. Sorry, trying to flip the camera. It's facing that way. Ifra, can you come? So this is what we did for Ramadan decorations. So this is what Ifra has taught her cousins as well. So this is a welcome Ramadan banner that we did, and this has different lanterns. It's pretty simple. It would be better done with construction paper, but if you do not have colorful construction paper, you're welcome to do it with just different patterns of lantern and trace it out. We actually got this idea from her teacher, Sister Zainab, who had last Ramadan given a Ramadan banner, but we kind of lost it. So we made something similar of our own like that. So different lanterns with letters Ramadan and welcome on it. And we also have this string of lights right below it. So we added the letter Kareem to it. So Ramadan Kareem to all of you. Ifra, you want to say something? So please go ahead and try this. Ifra, do you want to show the colorful one? So you can do just the plain Ramadan banner like that, or you can do it made out of colorful construction paper. Right? Sure.
Jazakallah khair, Sister Shazia, for inviting us into your home and showing us your beautiful banner. It really does make your fireplace or your mantle stick out. Inshallah, let's move to our next house. If we have somebody else ready, inshallah, please invite us to your house so that we can see your Ramadan decorations.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
We wanted to show you what we did for our Ramadan decoration outside. We made this wreath for Ramadan to welcome our holy month of fasting. And then we also made this one day until Ramadan for Ramadan end. For the Ramadan countdown and
now we'll show you how we made Ramadan. This is the Ramadan balloon wall that my mom and my brothers made for our Ramadan.
it covers the TV up a little bit, but who cares about that? Next we did this. So the sadaqah jar,
The suhoor end time,
and
so then we don't
time.
we don't ask or we don't get confused of where it's gonna end, when it's gonna start. And happy Ramadan.
Jazakallah khair. Again, that's very beautiful. A nice wreath at the door, a nice countdown where you can count down days until Ramadan and then days until Eid. mashallah, that's a lot of balloons, a lot of wonderful balloons. I know you covered up the TV, which is great, inshallah. We want to make sure that we make the most of our month of Ramadan. We don't waste any time, and maybe cut down a little bit our time in TV. The sahur end time and the iftar time, that's a wonderful idea. That way, inshallah, you can change the day, change the time as you go. And then everybody knows when to stop eating, and everybody knows, inshallah, when to start eating again. Again, Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for inviting us into your house and showing us your beautiful decoration.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, inshallah, let's move on to our next house.
You can't see your face. You're not supposed to.
There's a crying baby.
I muted those.
Thinking we can't hear them.
And then we made these stars and moon.
Sorry, can you start over? You were just muted a little bit. If you can just start over and tell us your first decoration. I think we missed out on that one.
Okay, you on your camera.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Me and my sister made these 2 binoculars. We were gonna take them, and then we're gonna just look at the moon.
Wonderful.
And then we made these 2. We made a moon and a star to just like put it on our wall. And then can you wait a couple seconds? And then we made this this like little chain thing. It has Ramadan symbols and Arabic letters on it, and Ramadan Kareem. And we put some, and there were some lanterns, but we couldn't finish it because it was pretty long. And Ramadan Kareem to you all.
Thank you so much. Those are some very beautiful decorations. A nice binocular so that you can go outside and see the beautiful moon of Ramadan. And then you had a moon and the star in your house as well. So, if you don't see outside, inshallah, you can see it inside the house. And then, mashallah, a very beautiful banner to go along with it. Again, Ramadan Kareem to you and your family. Inshallah, if we can move on to the next house, please welcome us.
And also, we forgot something. We
Sure.
forgot. We made like a charity box too.
Wonderful. It's Ramadan teaches us to give sadaqah, and our sadaqah and our charity is multiplied 2 times. There you go. So you have to make sure you put a little bit of some charity in there every single day, and inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give to you many more folds. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Next, we have Sister Misbah. Sister Misbah, can you please walk us through your decorations?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hani, and I'm gonna be showing you my Ibadah chart and all the decorations I made for Ramadan. So this is my Ibadah chart, and I made some decorations, and this is a door. So my mom helped me do this, and there's a moon and a star over here, and there's just more decorations over here. And if I open this, my Ibadah chart comes. So every day, when start of the Ramadan, I have to write a good deed all the way to the 30 days, and in Iftari, when I do one good deed in Iftari, my mom will give me a present that I can open. So, and I also made these little stars. And this is something I make a smiley face on. So fasted, like how many times I fasted, I have to make a smiley face. So I don't do fasting every time. So inshallah, I'll try to do it. And wudu I can do every time, and salah I can do, and I can do Quran and dua and sadaqah. And this is my sadaqah jar, and I just decorated it by saying my sadaqah jar. And whenever I feel some money, and when Ramadan is over, I can just take those money and buy some presents for the poor people. And now I'm going to be showing you a banner I made. It says Ramadan Mubarak. So this is the banner, and my mom helped me by cutting these designs. And I stick these letters and I put the glitter on. And now I'm going to be showing you these lanterns I made. I made them all by myself. And this painting my mom just helped me make it. And this is just an example my mom showed me how to make it. And Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you so much. I really like your ibadah chart. Your ibadah chart, kind of reminds us to make sure we do our worship throughout the day, and we do some good deeds as well. I pray that inshallah you get 30 gifts at the time of iftar every day. Then make sure you get those prizes from your mother for all the hard work that you put into the month of Ramadan.
And also, I just got this book from somewhere. And I had a friend.
You got a gift for first Rosa.
I got a gift for my first Rosa. My mom's friend gave it, and it was last Ramadan.
Wonderful. So your first Rosa was your first fast was last Ramadan. Hopefully this year you can add a few more onto that and try to fast as much as you can. Again, some wonderful, beautiful decorations. You have a nice banner, a lot of colorful and lanterns with some lights on there. Again, thank you so much for inviting us into your house and showing us your decorations.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum, Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, we'll move on to our next house.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. This is Sanjida, Rania's mom. So I'll share some of our pictures. This year, we are still little in the work in progress for our Ramadan decoration, but I'll share some of the pictures and some things we have done so far with the kids, just keeping kids busy. So I'll share my screen. Is that okay?
Sure.
I need the approval for sharing screen. Sister Zainab, I think you need to give me permission. It says host disable participant screen sharing.
Okay, I think she just did. So you should
be. She just did? Okay, now let me open that. Okay, just a second. Okay. So yeah, we're still working on this one. Normally we do stuff like the girls. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, they made posters welcoming Ramadan and decorated these displays for the fireplace. And normally they do this cookie baking for Ramadan to give to friends and family as a treat for Ramadan treat. And we put light in outside our front yard on the house. There's those display ones, so the electric ones. So that gives little, and we are all about lighting inside and outside. So we, kids like the lights in the house. And when we wake up in the night for suhoor, we keep it on. So it kind of, and for tahajjud prayer and all, it gives a good ambience. So those are our lightings inside the house. And these every year we add more books for the kids to read. Every day they get to read each book, and mashallah, so many books coming up. So we keep adding to our library. So they have a lot to read. And this is the countdown, Ramadan countdown, and we put treats inside and like do activity for the kids to do, either do hadith, learn a hadith or dua or a good deed, and then they get to treat from inside the pocket. So every day they get to do that. This is just in the night. This is Rania doing her activity for the day. And these are our countdown balloons. So every day kids get to pop one balloon and get some treat and whatever activity. So by the end of the month, they all will be gone. So, and normally we do like a t-shirt for the cousins or friends to match with the Ramadan, welcome Ramadan. So that's something we do, a tradition. And this is our breakfast suhoor kind of area corner. So kids get to make their own pancake or waffle or whatever they like on that day. So something to get them excited. And usually we do like a Ramadan basket to begin the month with different activities and coloring stuff for them to do. Yeah, kids made this wreath for Happy Ramadan. So that's the same thing. Yep, that's it. So this is another countdown idea. I did some things that were ideas people can use to make with the kids is every day. This one had a chocolate in each pocket and kids get to have it every day at the iftar time. So these are different ideas. Yep, that's it. Ramadan Kareem to all of you.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for showing us your house full of lights. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fill your house of lights and fill your family with his nur and his light. I'm sure Abid and Zakir Bhai really enjoy all the treats and all the the goodies that you have.
Yeah, there. Alia too, and Alia, Rania both. So yeah, they all love that. So it's more about Rania nowadays because both Abid and Alia are like, we are too old for all this.
You're never too old to enjoy Ramadan.
They have more better, harder jobs. They have to read the whole Quran and read the meaning of the whole Quran. So they have
that's amazing. Again,
just keep them in your duas. So.
Absolutely. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give your whole family a blessed Ramadan, give our whole community a Ramadan that is meaningful and fruitful.
Want to show it to
Ameen.
Inshallah, we'll move on to our next house. So while we're going to our next house, I think Sister Sanjida brought up a very beautiful point that Ramadan, as much as we want to decorate and make it joyful, one of the true meanings of Ramadan is ibadah. Make sure you're reading as much as Quran as you can, reading as much hadith as you can, and remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, we are now ready to go into Sister Anosha's house.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to make this little moon pop-up thing. So what you're going to need is a pair of scissors, a piece of paper, glue, and some coloring stuff. So first, what you're going to do is cut out a circle. And then cut the inside of it so it looks like a donut. Then you're going to be cutting out a moon shape. And cut out a square. And so what you're gonna do, if you want to color the moon, you can. I'm going to color it. So I'm gonna get one of my colors out.
Okay, so I got my color. Akili panami. Hana? Akili panami.
नहीं बेटा.
TV pan. And we're gonna cut out two little strips, so they'll pop out because you want it to pop up like this. So on the back, it'll get popped out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
अदनान आपने सलाम करना है.
And one should be long, and one should be a little. One should be a little. And one should be a little short. And one a little short, and one a little long. And then you're gonna take one of the tips of it, and you're gonna put some glue on there. 1 second.
आपको सलाम करना है.
Okay. 1 second. Can you wait 1 second? Okay. Done.
Where did you get the idea to make this?
I got this idea just like that. I actually didn't like see it anywhere. I just got it like that. So one evening we were going bike riding, and then suddenly I just got the idea to make it.
To make a pop-up moon.
What are you gonna do with this pop-up moon?
Well, I'm gonna put it on the kitchen, so you can see it when we're doing iftar. And so the one that's the longest is supposed to go at the top of it, and the one that's the shortest is supposed to go at the bottom. So let's do that. And we're gonna put both of those ends on this piece, the square piece.
And is that gonna hold it up?
Yeah, so it's gonna pop up like that. So you'll have to put 2 dots like that. So I put 2, and so you're gonna put the 1. So now it's like this, popped up. And so I'm going to get so this thing, you'll also have to cut a little line from there, so you can fold it. So, because this one it got crunkly, remember? So see it? So it can like stand up. So you're going to have to first, so after you cut it like this, you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to start folding it like this.
Make creases?
Yeah, make creases. So just like that. So I made mine. Now I'm going to unfold it. And so it's like this. So now I'm going to glue these 2 ends. See, they're both flat. So I'm going to glue it just like that. Hi.
Assalamualaikum. Salam karti. Assalamualaikum. Ramadan Mubarak.
Assalamualaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. We have some decorations here too. Okay. So if you glue it, it's actually going to start to look like this. So it's going to be like it's all crunkly. You're going to fold it to the other side. And so since I have this, just 1 second.
आप बता सकते हैं कि उसको किस जगह पे glue करना है, final product कैसे लगेगा?
Okay. And then what you're gonna do is this is kind of a hard part. So you might need to make the hole a little bigger. But you're going to put it like this inside of the hole, and the moon should be in the middle, and so it's gonna look like this. But you don't want it to come out like that. So you're going to so the back space is like this. So you're going to glue the edges of this square piece to here.
Okay, कर दो जल्दी से कर दो फिर दिखा देना कि final lesson है.
Let me do that. And so should look like this. Oh, sorry, like this.
Jazakallah khair. That's very creative and very beautiful.
Thank you.
And inshallah, we'll try to make these beautiful moons and put them around the house so that we can see it during iftar time and sahur time. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the moon of Ramadan. And again, we're waiting for the moon of Ramadan. And like you said, we can inshallah put it around our house and decorate our house like this. Again, thank you guys so much, Jazakallah khair, for inviting us into your house and showing us this wonderful idea of stores. Wa alaikum salam.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak. Inshallah, we'll move into our next house.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Jenna.
So I'm Jenna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
All right, so I'm going to start off with the charity box. And then here we have the Ramadan, we got some nice lights. And then we got some lanterns and the moon and the star. And then there's more lights. And then here we wrote 30 days left for Eid. It should be 29 now, but I'll change it. And yeah, that's it.
Again, Jazakallah khair so much. I want to know how much Ozair helped you with that. Did Ozair help?
No.
Jannah, Jazakallah khair for showing us your beautiful decorations. Very inspiring. The beautiful charity box, the lanterns, as well as the chalkboard that you have. Again, hopefully, we'll count down our days to Ramadan and then count down our days to Eid. Jazakallah khair. Thank you guys so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. And so now we have some pictures of a few of our community members that have sent in some pictures of their decorations. They weren't able to join us, but we have some pictures just sharing some more ideas and some more decorations that you can have at home. So we have a nice, beautiful Ramadan checklist, some surahs that you want to make sure that you're memorizing. We have some Ramadan greetings, some du'as that you want to read during Ramadan, some beautiful plates, and Ramadan greetings here. This is Sister Zainab Ali's, who again, we have a lot of beautiful Ramadan books, some lanterns, a banner on top of the screen, and then 4 days until Ramadan. Now we know it's a little less than that, and some beautiful lights on top. Wow. A beautiful tree with many different azkar and many different tasbeehs that we should read during the month of Ramadan. Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Astaghfirullah, Inshallah, Hasbi Allah, MashaAllah, and Barakallah. MashaAllah, a very beautiful tree with some azkar of remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on it. So inshallah, that will wrap us up. Again, Jazakallah khair for everybody for tuning in. We had this beautiful story from Ilyas and Duck by Umar Khaja. And then we had the arts and craft by our twins. We went into some houses who showed us their decorations and shared some of their ideas and some pictures as well. Once again, we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes this Ramadan a Ramadan that we get closer to us, a Ramadan that we connect with our family, a Ramadan that He gives us the ability to fast, a Ramadan that He gives the ability to read Quran, a Ramadan that helps us build good characteristics with one another and connect with one another, even though we might be far apart. Jazakallah khair for everybody who helped put this program together. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.